everyone, my name is Vina, aka Miss WOCReader, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my November TBR. So, October was a month. Like, it's not quite over yet, but it's been a month. The reading slumps were slumping, life was lifing, my personal life was lifing, worse than September actually. So I didn't get a lot of reading done like I expected. And of course, the world is continuously on fire. I don't understand how things keep getting worse every month with the world, but like, if you are living in the US, you know, like, the government shutdown, crazy. And just everything else going on, all the things that are being cut, insane, just made life so much more difficult. But I figured November is a fresh start. I'm super excited because the holiday season is starting up. No, I feel like November marks the start of the holiday season. I'm a big Christmas girly. The weekend after Thanksgiving, we usually start putting up our Christmas decorations, so I'm looking forward to that in November. I'm also hoping to slowly ease into reading more holiday books as well as wrap up my fall TBR. So y'all know this isn't my complete TBR. The library tends to always bring in some holds that switch up my TBR during the month, and some books end up getting DNF'd or getting pushed back. But this is a pretty good idea of the things that I want to read during the month of November. And I think I want to start with something that just is very fall, and I have the audiobook to help me along with. This is Let's Give Them Pumpkin to Talk About. It is by Isabella Pop. I've been seeing everybody for the past 2 months post like all these different fall romances, really cute. This one was gifted to me by Harlequin, and then I saw that the audiobook is on Hoopla. I did not get to go to the pumpkin patch this year, and I don't think I'm going to be able to. I did get to go last year, so I did have fun with that. I can post my throwback pics and stuff. But I think this will like give me those feels and that yearning since I can't actually go out to the pumpkin patch this year. So textile artist Sadie Fox did not sign up for this. When she agreed to come home to Pea Blossom, Indiana, it was to care for her father's beloved pumpkin patch. The deal was that just for the summer, she would grow a ginormous pumpkin, win the Indiana State Fair's pumpkin contest, and finally win back her father's grudging respect. Instead, a horde of wild hogs destroyed the entire patch, which is precisely when the annoyingly sexy, sunshiny next-door neighbor shows up. Josh Thatcher is a tech millionaire who traded in the office for growing gourds, including experimental squash hybrids. And for the life of her, Sadie can't understand what he sees in her sweary, tattooed, prickly self, or why he's offering to help his biggest competitor. But a storm-fueled kiss proves there's definitely something growing between them. Maybe it's just attraction. Maybe it's more. Whatever it is, it's already bigger than Sadie's fast-growing pumpkin, or the secret that Josh has been hiding. I have been getting into the fall vibes though, I will say. I did some crafting with the kids recently, or we tried to. A little bit of tears came. The crafts didn't quite turn out the way we wanted them to. I have my own crafts that I want to work on during the month of November. But yeah, I have been trying to embrace fall in little ways and just really enjoy it, because I will say for the past few years, it's been harder for me to enjoy fall for various reasons. And I'm trying to get back to the joy that I feel during this season. Mystery James Digs Her Own Grave. Okay, so this was one that I'm excited about because I have not read a book by this author yet, but I have been following her for a while. Mystery James is plagued by sleep paralysis and the smell of ghosts, but she's used to that. Even though her life might seem strange, she loves it. That is, until a priceless heirloom mysteriously disappears at her family's funeral home, and they're blamed for the loss. To clear her Tia Lucy's good name, Mystery teams up with her ex-bestie Garrett to uncover the truth. Their adventure will lead them to face the town's wealthiest and most wrathful patriarch, a menacing sleep paralysis demon, a cunning grave robber, and a terrifying half-vampire, half-ghost lurking in the cemetery. This is middle grade. I've been trying to get back into middle grade recently. I've done videos talking about the problems that I was finding with middle grade, specifically the length and accessibility. But now, as I'm trying to help my niece transition into middle grade, and then my other niece who is just not picking up enough of these books, I definitely want to get back on track on reading more of them so I can figure out which ones that I think will work best for her and give you guys some good recs as well. Speaking of middle grade, this is Camp Twisted Pine by Sierra Birch. I was supposed to read this since last year and then I didn't get to it, so I do want to get to it. I thought I was going to get to it actually in September, but things didn't turn out the way I hoped. And then October, I wasn't like yearning to pick it up. I had some other stuff from September that I kind of prioritized instead. So I think this month is going to be like a more heavily kid-lit month, and I'm okay with that. She didn't like the woods, but it felt like more than dislike, more than fear. She hated the way the trees blocked out the rest of the world, branches overlapping like fingers of clasped hands, absorbing light and sound. It was like being trapped in a bubble. It was too quiet and still. Even in the daytime, it seemed designed to help you get lost. It wasn't that she was scared. Not really. It was that the forest around Camp Twisted Pine was wrong. Naomi loves all things outdoors, in theory. She prefers to get her information through books. Cold, hard facts are hard to argue with. That's important for someone who speaks up as infrequently as Naomi. When her parents announce that they're getting divorced and are sending Naomi and her twin little brothers to summer camp, Naomi dreads the impending hands-on nature experience and the split household she'll find when she returns. Once there, Naomi is surprised that Camp Twisted Pine is not so bad despite the creepy name. The counselors are nice, her cabin mates are fun, and Naomi easily finds herself in a routine of s'mores making and nature walks. But when Naomi begins to encounter strange silvery marshes in the woods and unearthly sounds, it becomes clear that campers aren't the only ones who roam Camp Twisted Pine's grounds. People start to go missing, including Naomi's crush and cabin mate Jackie, and it seems that a creepy local urban legend might be more real than anyone thought. Using her scientific reasoning skills, Naomi must find a way to make herself heard to save everyone and herself before it's too late. So this is right up my alley as far as the creepy middle grade that I've been looking for. It is also not super long. It is under 300 pages, I believe. So I should be able to knock this one out. I have been begging for a shorter middle grade. I've been begging for like some more creepy stuff. So I definitely want to make this one a priority for November. Blood and Breath. And I have been saying for like 3 months now I need to hurry up and read this one. It recently came out during the month of October. To be fair, they sent this one to me a couple of weeks before release date. I actually prefer when I get arcs ahead of time because like at least then I can try and map it out better in my TBR. It's kind of hard when you get one and then you have like a bunch of other ones also coming out around the same time that you're supposed to be reading. But this story is really unique and it sounds perfect for fall, and I've been eyeing up this type of book and not quite getting what I want from other types of books that sound similar, so I have high hopes. Born into the persecuted Magi class, Evan Wilde keeps her true identity under wraps. Her days are spent drawing up simple contracts, a task Magi are banned from performing, which call devils from beyond the veil to carry out clients' requests in exchange for a bit of blood or breath. It's not until Evan lies Dying in an alley, the victim of an illegal blood sacrifice, that she draws a contract for herself. A devil can take the last of her life if it grants her revenge. Such a hasty, open-ended contract can only lead to trouble. But when a devil named Jack accepts her terms, Evan decides to make the most of her borrowed time. With Jackie's help, she infiltrates high society, posing as part of the ruling Necro class, the group responsible for oppressing Magi and perpetuating illegal blood sacrifices. Dining and dancing by day, unleashing her devil by night for the first time in her life, Evan no longer lives in fear. She even finds friends and love within the circles of her supposed enemy. It turns out that, for all their corruption, Necros are the only ones keeping the devils at bay. If Evan and Jack topple their society in revenge, the veil between worlds could vanish, leaving devils to wreak havoc. Evan's vendetta against Necros could destroy the entire world, including her newfound friends and love. But even if she changes her mind, Evan is not the only one out for blood. Jack didn't indenture himself for nothing. In fact, Evan's contract could be the key to enacting his own twisted revenge. So I didn't really see the publisher promote this one too much, and I didn't see a lot of people talking about it. So if this sounds up your alley, go library request it if you can't buy it and check it out. And this is one that came out last year that I kept hearing about a little bit, but I didn't really see too many people talk about. But it intrigued me, and I finally decided to just buy it when it was on sale recently. This is Mama's Chicken and Dumplings. It is by Diana L. N. It's 1935, and Allie and her mama live in the bustling neighborhood of Vinegar Hill in Charlottesville, Virginia. Allie's life with Mama isn't bad, but she thinks it could be better if Mama found someone to marry. It's not fair that Allie's worst enemy, her not friend Gwen, has the kind of daddy that Allie feels she deserves. Someone who fixes things when they break, who likes to sing, and who kind smiles. Most of all, Allie wants someone who will sit in the empty seat at their dinner table. Allie makes a plan, a super secret man for Mama plan. On a map of West Main Street, she makes a list of potential suitors. Her top choice, Mr. Johnson, who owns the antique store. The same Mr. Johnson who went to school with Mama and wants to get reacquainted. And the battle's half won when he tries and loves Mama's chicken and dumplings. Allie is sure he and Mama will soon be head over heels. But when someone else becomes interested in Mama, and he turns out to be Mr. Coles, who is not only Allie's band teacher, but also Gwen's uncle, and Mama may like him back, Allie can't have that. There is no way that she's going to be related to Gwen. So Allie determines to get things back on track so she and Mama can both have the life they deserve, one without Gwen in it, even if Mama refuses to cooperate. So you don't get a ton of middle grade historical fiction, especially surrounding Black characters. So that is what really drew me to this. And then also it just sounds like a fun historical story. We get to see people we don't always see represented, which is always a big thing for me when it comes to historical fiction. So I want to read this one and check it out, and then I'll be able to pass it along to one of my nieces, and hopefully they enjoy it as well. So that is my tentative TBR for November. Got a couple of other holds coming in during the month of November from the library. A few books that hopefully I can finish before October ends so I don't have to carry them over. But let me know if any of these books sound interesting to you. I will link them in the description box. And if you like this video, make sure and hit that like button. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!